Protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck to both of you. Touch them up.
Time for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first on my right, he is fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction the world over, Manny Pacquiao. And his opponent across the ring, Barrios.
Protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck to both of you. Touch them up.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Wins World TV. So Manny Pacquiao muling magbabalik sa ibabaw ng boxing ring, matagal nang inaabangan ng karamihan ang match-up na ito. At sa edad na 45 years old, kakayanin pa kaya ni Manny Pacquiao ang lakas ng mas batang mga boksingero? Si Barrios ay may record na 29 wins, 18 knockouts at may 2 talo, kasalukuyang may hawak ng WBC entering welterweight belt. Habang si Manny Pacquiao naman ay may record na 62 wins, 39 knockouts, 2 draw at may 8 talo. Nakalaban ni Manny Pacquiao si DKU noong December 11, 2022 sa isang exhibition bout na talagang anabangan ng karamihan. Noong July 28, 2024 na nakalaban muli ni Manny Pacquiao si Ricky Anpo, na kung saan ay muntik nang bumagsak si Manny Pacquiao sa lakas ng mas bata na si Ricky Anpo.
もう一度左のボディさあこれで2人に汗が光り始めましたマニー・パッキャオ飛びつ右ストレートそれに合わせた左のパーワンツー、左のボディアンポ左のフック左のジャブワンツースリーと右をスーッと伸ばしていったワンツーマニー・パッキャオか左のジャブから右のボディ左右の振っていかなきゃいけないのでちょっと出し方難しい右から残りは30秒だチャンピオンは驚くにフーラス右にストレート右ストレート効いている効いている青子が最後両選手でもなんかマニー・パッキャオのこう
And his opponent across the ring, Barrios.
Protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck to both of you. Touch them up.
Barrios, of all the title holders that are out there, is probably the easiest one to face. You're not going to have to face a killer like Boots Ennis, but I'm telling you, Gabe, he's not winning this fight.
It is crazy, but, you know, one thing is, Manny is special.
In 2025, the boxing landscape is changing faster than ever before. Images are being dissected. Superstars are being derailed. And underdogs are being vindicated. And whether you stand with it or stand against it, it's going to be impossible to ignore it as a generational king returns to the place he knows best.
But there's one thing about certain legends in this game. Think Bernard Hopkins, who fought into a very late age. Sometimes they can reproduce magic for one night.
All-time great discussions are subjective, but a win for Manny Pacquiao defies another set of odds and plants another exclamation mark on a legendary career. So here, with some updated stat cards and a couple of home truths, we break down a fight with Mario El Azteca Barrios.
Incredibly quick, you're very explosive, but he does have a big punch. How's this fight gonna go?
For Pacquiao, the last 5 were all high-profile encounters, 3 wins and 2 losses. But one of those, back in 2017, is extremely debatable.
I sat in my living room and I watched Manny Pacquiao lose to somebody named Jeff Horn from Australia.
Yeah.
Remember this?
Yeah, I do.
And
I thought he beat him though. But
did you?
Yeah.
Jeff Horn's face is an absolute mess. Swollen, blood-soaked, blood streaming from the cut. Left hand after left hand after left hand. And no! Oh boy!
Are they from those officials from Australia? Are they from Australia? I mean, what did we just see? It's a horrible decision. Horrible.
Listen, congratulations, great effort. I thought you lost, but great effort. I thought this guy was landing the punches. You were throwing a lot that were missing.
A year later, reserve tanks were already in question, as a 35-year-old Lucas Matisse looked to capitalize against the Filipino.
That's going to be a really good fight because Pacquiao is not the same Pacquiao he was, even when I fought him.
I've been reading the book of Manny Pacquiao for 23 years. Is this just another outrageous chapter, or is this the ending?
So Pacquiao's gonna have a very hard time with Lucas Matisse. Lucas Matisse fight in Pacquiao's career.
When someone asks you a challenge and say your time is up, how does that make you feel?
It wasn't so much the power of the punch, but he got me right in the eye and I went blind.
At this point of his career, Manny should go out fighting whoever he wants to fight. He deserves it. Yeah.
I heard they want me to fight Pacquiao next.
Adrian Broner was next, and on the back of a Mikey Garcia loss and a Jesse Vargas draw, the Can Man needed to prove that he still could.
Y'all got me f***ed up if y'all think I'm about to lose to Manny Pacquiao, man. I'm about to beat his ass on God now.
Broner knows what he's doing, very calculated in his mind. However, you can have a big bark, but do you have the bite?
And you always wonder if this is going to be the night that he shows his age.
The Broner fight was the most predictable thing in the world. It was predictable because Broner's never been busy enough.
Too. And Broner here now looks like he's in a bit of trouble.
What was wrong with Adrian Broner post-fight saying he won that fight against Pacquiao? Hell no, he did not.
And still, WWE welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
To watch a 40-year-old man be victorious in that ring on that night, he is inspiration to many, including myself. I'm inspired right now. I'm just inspired to beat him up.
What time, Thurman?
6 months later, another outspoken American, and those who were hoping for Pacquiao to turn old overnight would be disappointed.
Manny Pacquiao has T-Rex arms. I don't know if you noticed that. He got these little T-Rex arms. He had a hard time beating up Jeff Horn. He thinks he's going to beat up Keith Thurman. You know, I mean, Pacquiao.
And let me tell you, that was just a quick punch.
It was a surprise for him to even get knocked dropped down like that, but the hand speed, the angles, the movement that Manny was taking, he would have beat anybody that night.
Pacquiao's moving around like a 22-year-old, Lennox. That always precedes and oh boy.
In favor of the winner, boxing's pride of the Philippines, the ageless wonder, Manny Pacquiao.
Obviously, we want to send well wishes to Errol Spence Jr., who underwent surgery on Wednesday. And for you, a different opponent sits to my left.
Ugas.
Most recently, following a 2-year layoff, was the Ugas fight, a night where the 5-inch height difference and 8-year age gap finally shows.
You're adjusting now to facing a new opponent on 11 days' notice, right? Was there any conversation between you and Freddie on whether you should cancel, whether you should postpone? Because this is a risk, right?
Here we go, round number 1, Manny Pacquiao and your Dennis Ugas. And even at this age of 42, we somehow expect him to defy time the way he's done physical size.
These past 6 years I've really been, hitting my stride, and I don't think Manny Pacquiao can knock me out.
I'll tell you what that is. It's a great right Cuban hook. It's not straight, but it's not a hook. It comes around your glove, and Manny's not ready for that punch.
Tonight, I saw Manny Pacquiao attacking in straight lines, and Ugas saw every single shot.
Ugas doesn't have the feet that Manny has, but Manny's not using them right.
Yeah, Pacquiao is not moving around the ring, you're right. Not mobile here at his age. And still champion,
How will this performance influence your decision to either come back to the ring or retire?
Right now, probably thinking about retirement.
Did you ever think you would see Manny Pacquiao in a matchup like this?
Since then, a pair of exhibition bouts, as recent as last July, helped keep Pac-Man active.
It's all right, it's moments away from possibly being stopped. Manny Pacquiao having away on DKU.
He won both, making lightish work of 2 far younger opponents. But where the skills remain, the athleticism is noticeably declining.
Pacquiao started getting hit with shots he would have never got hit with early in his career, or say 5 years ago.
I think the biggest part of why people maybe not completely poo-pooing this are going 46 years old. What are we doing? Is this another Mike Tyson-Jake Paul fight? No, it's not. Because Barrios, although a champion, he's got flaws. We've seen him lose on the pay-per-view level before.
We're not dwelling on the fact that we took the first loss, but we're gonna continue on growing from this, in every way that we can.
Barrios trying to tee up on Carl, but Carl's like an extra from The Walking Dead, falling face first.
Barrios' name first hit the big time in 2021, and since that night against Tank, outcome-wise, he's had a pretty similar 5-fight run to Manny.
Well, that was the last time you're going to see Mario face-to-face, so you guys in the ring. You have any last words for him?
Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times, because he was about to get knocked the F out.
The pair's first mutual opponent came in 2022, as following the Pacquiao loss, Keith Thurman returned by beating El Azteca in style. The following year out, however, it was Barrios' turn to remind us that a loss doesn't mean the end.
He looked very poised last night. He looked determined last night. Like, I'm coming off of 2 straight losses, but that's not me. I'm not a loser. And I think he completely proved that last night.
Back in front of your home fans, how does it feel?
Oh man, it feels amazing. It was taking me a while, to get that groove, to get that rhythm again. But once I did, man, I felt great.
6 months later, another mutual opponent, and where Ugas looked to have shut away Manny for good, many expected Barrios to be headed the same way.
This is a huge overhand right. That's like the main here number 2.
Basically, the Mexican fighter outboxed the Cuban Olympian,
Mario El Azteca Barrios. If he moves up and you get through your fight successfully, a lot of people are calling for you to be his next opponent. Would you welcome that opportunity?
I'll welcome any opportunity, but I mean, especially that one.
Last May, he kept the momentum going, absorbing a few trademark Maidana bombs to beat Marcos' brother Fabian by unanimous decision.
Warming up, lands the lead left hook.
Still going there with bad intentions, still going there a smart fighter, but, I'm never afraid, to sit there and bang it out.
Gunner just trying to survive right now here with 15 seconds left in the 7th.
Oh shit, going at it.
And still champion Mario El Azteca.
It was supposed to be an easy night's work, but last time out, Abel Ramos would give as good as he got in an all-out war on the Tyson-Paul undercard. Whether Manny saw something, or feels like he still has enough to take that green belt, rumors now become reality for a 2025 collision.
Barrios is no slouch. Barrios is a young fighter, bigger fighter, knows how to, control distance very well, can punch a little bit. Like, he's no easy task for anybody in the welterweight division.
To fight a young, hungry, a champion, time world champion like Barrios.
And again, I'm worried that he's going to get hurt badly.
What do you think of Barrios? He's a big, strong, young, steady. You got 16 years on here, Manny. Don't worry about it.
Having been eroded by Father Time, Pacquiao's stats today are a far cry from those in his prime. We're often reminded that power is the last thing to go, and while he relied more on volume punching than on punch power, Manny is no exception to the rule.
And Pacquiao famously has a fantastic engine, but again, he's older now.
Chins famously suffer with age, and despite showing he still has those deceptive bursts of speed early on.
Bit of a smile from Manny Pacquiao.
His hands, feet, and overall stamina are noticeably diminished too. And so at this stage, he'll be depending more on his heart, IQ, and experience to outfox the younger man.
I think Manny Pacquiao, his C game is a lot better than anybody, a lot of guys' A game, even with the age.
I can't write Manny completely off because he's Brady-esque to me.
It's like what I said about Tom Brady falling off the cliff. I do think Tom Brady's in decline. But when you're falling from here, boy, you got a lot of room. So Pacquiao is falling from such heights that he's still better than most. What do you think he may have overlooked, or people don't know about you as a fighter that made him make the wrong decision in trying to pick this fight with you?
Contrastingly, for El Azteca, the stats reflect a man somewhere around his physical prime. Not the quickest, fastest, or the most skillful man in his division, but a solid fighter across the board. He might have lost a touch of speed with his move up in weight, but with impressive physical strength, engine, and toughness, he's never been afraid of the smoke.
He's gonna find out, what it's like to be in the ring with El Azteca.
Right now. You gotta figure what happened. He's not gonna make it out.
Manny Pacquiao's comeback. He's coming back to fight Barrios. Can he do it?
He's a legend. I think he can do it. Absolutely. I mean, it's not going to be easy.
He gave away money to his people that is in a position now that he has to fight at 46 after 72 fights. I'm concerned.
You've said coming into this that it could be, and I emphasize could, your final fight. If that is the case, what do you want to show to the world?
The news wasn't well received when Barrios Pacquiao was first announced.
It makes absolutely no sense to me. Listen, there's nothing else for Manny Pacquiao to prove.
It's not something I really want to watch.
It was two-sided frustration that either Pacquiao was just doing it for money.
You know, it has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money.
Or that Barrios was using it to avoid boots.
From my understanding, it was a $2 million deal on the table to fight boots. Enough said. You might as well give him a rubber ducky too, man. All of them rubber duckies.
And both things can be true, because who wouldn't want a 10 mil payday? And who in their right mind would chase a Duran Ennis fight?
The face tells the tale. Blood everywhere, and the body's not doing much better.
This is great. This is greatness we're watching. Greatness in the making.
But the reality? Fighting is in Pacquiao's DNA. And Barrios ducks nobody.
They have big plans for him, and I fully intend, on up those plans.
So now, where Manny has the opportunity to add another chapter to an iconic career, Mario has the opportunity to end it.
It was something, that fighters, dream of since we're kids. And like I said, this opportunity is here. Once again, headlining pay-per-view, and I'm just looking, to take full advantage of it.
In Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening.
On paper, it's no different than any other Manny Pacquiao fight, conceding 6 inches of height, 4 inches of reach, and 16 years of youth. Size-wise, Manny's very similar to Gervonta Davis, so that night in Atlanta gives us a solid idea of how the pair will look side by side.
From the weigh-in on the main event level also doubles with the biggest storyline about this fight. You saw that height difference when they stood across from each other. Gervonta is straight up looking up.
And Manny's a southpaw too, with the same awkwardness and deceptive bursts of speed that saw Tank chop down the tree in 2021.
You a dog, you got winner in you. You can do anything. Get his ass. I'm behind you.
Something seems like Davis is looking for a knockout.
He's walking away tonight, the better man, but I'll definitely be back. Well, man, I have always been a fan of Pacquiao. I don't like this fight because of, at this point in his career, I think it's a bad move. But, Manny being, the fighter he is, being a legend how he is, he took this fight, which shows a lot.
Back in the day, Barrios would have been tailor-made for Pac-Man.
If it was some years ago, Pacquiao would beat Barrios' ass. But right now, Barrios, with his momentum, might fuck around and beat Pacquiao up.
Limited footwork, a leaky defense, and not enough power to keep him off.
He can snap his head back and make him take a backward step or a half step back, but Manny obviously doesn't feel like he's in danger of being hurt by the shot.
But now, Manny will have to make an impact early, like he did against Keith. Something to really make the Texan think.
Everything that Manny Pacquiao always has been, he has a lot of it still left in him.
You saw right away that Manny he's a freak of nature at age 40 to be this quick. That's scary right there.
Because those assets that would have made it a relatively easy night a decade ago are no longer the same. The whole spectacle solely comes down to what the Filipino has left. And it's something that none of us will really find out until Jimmy Lennon Jr. announces them into the ring.
There's nothing that's going to convince me that Manny Pacquiao is going to win this fight at 46 years old.
No, man, it is crazy. But, one thing is, Manny is special.
Sometimes, these old legends, they gotta get beat up several times before they call it quits.
Pacquiao might surprise us. He's done it before. But the aftermath of that Ugas fight will still be weighing heavy on people's minds.
And is at the end of a legend.
Ultimately, though, fighters' egos are like fans' appetites. It's never enough. So much like Mike's return, don't expect the blitzing hand speed that lit up Vegas for over a decade.
Look at the brilliant accuracy, landing with both right and left hands.
And don't expect 12 rounds of rip-roaring energy.
There's no limit, it seems, to what this man can do.
Instead, we anticipate a single man once again bringing his sovereign nation to a standstill.
The fighting pride of Sarangani Province, Philippines, Manny Pacquiao!
And if this version of Manny has enough smarts and enough left in the tank to beat Barrios,
Styles make fights. He's got the perfect style for Manny to do what he do.
we'll witness an entirely new level of greatness.
If he pulls that off, he's
Treasure Boxing Promotion makipagsanib sa Saudi Promotion para maikasa ang labanan Johnriel Casimero vs Akhmadaliev. So alam naman nating natapos na ang kontrata ng Treasure Boxing Promotion Masayuki ito kay former 3 World Division Champion Cuadro Alas Angas ng Pinas Johnriel Casimero. Ngunit ayon sa balita at usap-usapan ay mukhang bibigyan muli ni Masayuki ito makatrabaho muli itong si Johnriel Casimero. In short, bigyan muli ni Masayuki ito si Johnriel Casimero ng panibagong kontrata. Dahil naniniwala si Masayuki ito na talagang malakas at magaling na boksingero itong si Cuadro Alas, dahil sa huling laban nito kontra Saul Sanchez ay isang napaka-impresibong panalo ang ginawa niya sa laban niya kontra Saul Sanchez, na kung saan ay talagang tinapos niya lang sa maikling round 1 itong si Saul Sanchez at muntik pa niya itong mabawian ng buhay dahil halos humiwalay na ang ulo nito sa kanyang katawan sa lakas ng suntok ni Cuadro Alas Angas ng Pinas Johnriel Casimero. Dahil sa pagkapanalo ni Johnriel Casimero kontra Saul Sanchez ay talagang nagustuhan ni Masayuki ito at kumbinsido na wala na talagang makakapantay sa lakas ni Johnriel Casimero sa Super Bantamweight Division. Ayon pa kay Masayuki ito ay hindi alintana sa kanya ang mabash ng gusto ng mga kapwa niya Japanese dahil wala naman daw siyang ginagawang masama. Ang tanging ginagawa niya ay trabaho lang at walang personalan, ngunit ganun pa man ay talagang sobra peren ang tiwala niya at naniniwala si Masayuki ito na talagang kaya ni Johnriel Casimero talunin ang mga top contender ng Super Bantamweight Division na sina Naoya Inoue at John Akhmadaliev. Dagdag pa ni Masayuki ito na talagang iba talaga ang dating at hatid na excitement kapag si Cuadro Alas Johnriel Casimero na ang lalaban sa ibabaw ng boxing ring. Kaya matunag na naman ang balita na muling bibigyan ni Masayuki ito ng Treasure Boxing Promotion ng panibagong laban itong si Johnriel Casimero, dahil si Johnriel Casimero ay mabinta sa market at sa mga boxing fans. Plano ng Treasure Boxing Promotion makipagsanib sa Saudi Promotion na e-promote ang labanan Johnriel Casimero vs John Akhmadaliev sa susunod na taon. Kaya isang panibagong blessing ito kay former 3 World Division Champion Cuadro Alas Angas ng Pinas Johnriel Casimero, kung may kakasa ng Treasure Boxing Promotion at Saudi Promotion ang labanan Johnriel Casimero vs John Akhmadaliev. Ngunit bago ang labanan Johnriel Casimero vs John Akhmadaliev ay ating balikan ang naging laban ni Casimero kung saan nasungkit niya at naglagay sa kanya bilang 3 World Division Champion.
Is a banger and he is most definitely here thinking and believing that he can defeat this brilliant South African.
Well, the obvious tactic is to get inside that beautiful long...
Barely doing enough, John. I just think...
Well, it's what we said, isn't it? I mean, this is what he did against Mikhail Aloyan when he fought over in Yekaterinburg in Russia last October.
Well, obviously, that's better there for Casimero.
Doubling up on the jab.
Well, I guess he thinks, it's your move to close the gap, not mine. I'm the taller fighter with the longer reach. I want to keep it long. You got to try and bring it to me.
Bags of experience though, Casimero. Got a record of 5 wins and 2 defeats in world title fights. Tete 5-1. He's won his last 12 since September 2012. Oh, Casimero got him. He's got him with a butt now. He's getting hits. He's got him with a body shot, was it?
No, it was on the chin. It was a short right hook to the chin.
And he's in trouble.
He's all over the place.
He's in real trouble. Tete's in a lot of trouble. And the referee wants to look at him. He's allowing it to continue. But can Casimero take him out here? It happened so quickly. And he's still got a long way to go in this round. There's 1 minute 20 seconds. And Tete still looks unsteady. He's got to buy some time here and make Casimero miss. Casimero needs to pick his punches and he can't find the clean shot and he falls down. Tete, I don't think there was a punch which put him down. He just collapsed to the canvas.
He's not recovered from the first shot. He's not recovered from the first knockdown. I'm sure of it.
Referee asking, is he okay? Casimero wants to finish it right here, right now, and finish it he has. The title changes hands in sensational fashion. Zalani Tete stopped by...
Thank you for watching. Salamat sa inyong panunood. This is Winsworld TV. Saying peace, love and good vibes lang tayo lagi, okay, alright.